They're programmed to be peaceful, like you. But for some reason, it's not catching.
Donald Trump.
What?
They suppress the lighting, the glycosylated salts, and then boop, boop, boop. Angry turtles. We don't like it.
There's the rub.
So, I am probably not going to be posting daily. However, there's a lot of funny shit going on right now. Like, I don't know. In the past 4 years, not everything was all that funny, really. Everything was kind of shit. So, I got into this thing where I was posting, like, biannually. It wasn't that bad. But nevertheless, it felt like that sometimes. But, yeah. So, but now, it's a whole lot of funny shit going on. Like, anybody heard about Donald Trump's appointments lately? When they started reading shit off, I'm like, Tulsi, alright, cool, cool. I'm like, oh, RFK, alright, cool, cool. And Matt Gaetz, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And I was like, I mean, alright, I can see it, you know, like, that, you know, but I'm like, but, you know, the Democrats are gonna fucking lose their shit. And the Democrats fucking lost their shit. You know, I'm like, wow. And then, who was it? Pete Hegseth. And I was like, alright, that's cool. I'm like, I could see that. He's a soldier, you know, like, that's alright. And people fucking lost their shit. And it was fucking funny to me that I'm like, listening to these people, The View and whatnot, and Mika and Morning Joe, and they're like, Pete Hegseth, like, he's just a fucking, he's a weekend morning show guy. Like, what? And I'm like, uh-huh. What does he fucking know about anything? And I'm like, uh-huh. Because I'm like, bitch, you're just the fucking daytime talk show thing. Like, you're just the fucking, what? Like, you're just the fucking morning news show. Who gives a shit what you think? Like, what the fuck do you know about anything? Same argument can be made for you. Like, you are not in some lofty, prestigious fucking role. Anyways, made me laugh. And then, of course, Doge. I like Doge. I'll crack a fucking Sprite ski to Doge. Good stuff. Everybody have a. This is not sponsored. But Sprite is good, and I am thirsty. I'm starting to hear my mouth smacking. It's making me sick. So, Doge, like Doge, and they're like Vivek and Elon are going to be running Doge. Because, you know, Elon's got SpaceX and Tesla and all these other fucking companies that he does. And, you know, of course, he's playing Diablo like mad. And I'm like, alright, cool. And so, you know, Elon's going to have Vivek as his partner. And then today, they said that Vivek was going to be running the FBI. And I'm like, well, if Vivek's going to be running the FBI, how does he have, is he going to be, and then I was like, well, maybe Trump was like, well, look, if Elon can run, like, Elon's sending missiles to the fucking Mars, man. And he's doing this. You can't run the FBI and do this? Like, sure, I guess. Okay. So that's cool. I'm interested to see how any of this plays out. So far, none of it has played very well. A lot of people have been fucking shot down. A lot of people have been accepted, I think, because a lot of people have been shot down. I don't know if it's really the 3D chess match that everybody's saying it is. I honestly think that Donald Trump is honestly like Matt Gaetz. That's my dude. That's my AG. Like, I think he's honestly like, yeah, these are the people I want. And everybody's like, oh, no, he's throwing out some wild, crazy fucking people because, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. I think he's like, yeah, these are who I want. This is who I want. Like, I don't think he's fucking around. I just have a sense of it. I think I have a sense of the Trumpian. And I think he's like, honestly, like, yeah, these are who I want. And I think it's great. But the fucking, the cherry on top, you kiss the asshole, it just explodes. Oh, it's a great Louis C.K. joke. Fucking the best is Tom Holman. Or Holman. Whatever the fucking borders are. Dude. Yeah. That guy has got gumption. Like, I don't know what exactly he has, but it's sometime in some place, in some way, somebody would have called it gumption. That dude's got a lot of gumption. And balls. Holy shit, does that man have balls? Giant, big fucking balls. And I love him. I love him to death. Like, you know, do I think I'm ever going to see my one buddy's wish that we have gun emplacements on the border? No. I don't think that we're ever going to have gun towers at the border. I don't think we're going to be shooting people as they try to... Yeah, I don't really see that ever happening. But with this guy, we're getting close. Like, we're on the fringe of that at the very least. Because he's like, we're getting rid of them. All of them. I don't care. Well, what do you say about separating families? You know, some people have children. Well, we could deport the whole family. And I'm like, this guy's not fucking around. And I like the approach. They're doing it the smart way. They're like, well, I mean, how is this even going to play out? And they're like, well, we're going to start with the criminals. And they go first. And it'll be easy to find the criminals because you guys have been letting them go, and we'll just not do that anymore. We're just going to pick them up and fucking send them fuck out. When they commit crimes, we're going, oh, you're not a citizen? Right? That will be the system then that they go through. People who commit crimes go through a system when they get caught. Depends on what that system is, right? There's a lot of places and there's a lot of different systems, especially in this country now. It seems that there are people that are in fact above the law. Because in some systems in this country, if you commit a crime that didn't involve brutally murdering somebody, and in some cases, if it did, you get picked up and they like take your fingerprints and they go, all right, you gotta be back here in like 3 months for court. And don't you leave, right? And then they send these people out. And that's it. And then there's other places in this country where if you get picked up for a crime, then depending on what the crime is, you might get booked. And then you might sit in a cell, holding cell, until they take you to the fucking prison, wherein you will be in the prison until your fucking court date. Now, if you can post bail, then you can get out of prison, and they'll say you have to be back here in 3 months. Here's a nice new anklet for your ankle. Here's a little bracelet we're going to put on there for you. It's a nice little snuggie. Make sure you put a bag over that if you take a shower, because then we'll have to come into your house and fuck with you. Right? So that's kind of how that goes. And if you don't have the bail, then you sit in jail. And your lawyer will come visit you, and your family can come visit you, and they'll talk to you and stuff, and work out the case. And then every once in a while, they'll take you in a little room and say, here's your suit. You put on a suit, then you go out to the court, and then you go through the court process, right? And then if you're really fucked up, then the court process says you're guilty. And then you go to the big boy prison, and you fucking sit there until you don't have to anymore. If you're lucky. And if you're really stupid, then you have to sit there forever. And like, that's kind of the process. They're explaining how so the new process for illegals, I lost my shit. I was like, that's such a fucking long explanation. Our process is so long. Anyways. But now you commit a crime, they pick you up, they go, you're not here illegally, you're here illegally. And the guy goes, see. And then they go, well, alright. And then the process for that's going to be, they're going to put you in a holding cell, until they come. They'll pick you up, and then they'll take you to the airport, and they'll send you the fuck home. And say, don't come back. If you come back, then we're going to put you in fucking jail forever. How do you like that? Or whatever the fuck. I don't know. If you come back, then we're going to send you back again. Like, but they're going to shut the shit down. Oh, you're not here legally? Get the fuck out. And I love that he's like, oh, if you want to self-deport, cool. Saves us money. Gives you time. You can, you know. He didn't actually come. It was so funny. I saw an interview, and they were like, well, what are, you know, the people that have been living here for years, and they have homes and jobs and stuff like that. And he's like, hey, you know, if they want to self-deport, that gives them time to, you know, settle their affairs. Like, he didn't actually say, sell your fucking house and give them 2 weeks notice. Quit your fucking job. Fucking go. But he was like, man, settle your affairs. And I'm like, holy shit. And I like it. Fuck it. Like, dude, fuck that shit. I'm serious. Get him the fuck out. This is crazy. This is insanity. Like, apparently, I saw, you know, I'm living with the folks now, helping them out with shit. I'm not here because I have to be, here because I want to be. And, which is still just an empty fucking whatever. Anyways, I come out from smoking, going upstairs, I look out, and apparently they found some cache of shit. All these weapons and, like, technology. And, like, when the government comes out and says we have found a large cache of weapons and high-grade technology, they're not talking like the new iPhone. Like, oh, they must have had the new iPhone before it comes out for everybody. No, they're talking about, like, ridiculous sonar sensor fucking shit and high-grade hacking things and whatnot and drones and shit like that. Like, the real shit, like the real shit, like the James Bond shit. You know, they're finding the UFO technologies and stuff. And they found like a huge cache of this shit. I don't really know all the details of it, but I'm like, yeah, doesn't surprise me. It's because we're letting in so many damn spies. Get them out of here. Like, so, yeah, it's a good thing that we're catching all this shit now. I wonder if Kamala Harris would have won. Would I have even seen that story? Would that story even exist? Or would it be like, hey, playing continues? I don't know. All I know is that we can't really look into it because Hunter Biden's part. But yeah, man, I dig the nominees. It's gonna be a good awards show. I can't wait to watch some of this fucking vetting. I can't wait to watch the trial of Tulsi Gabbard. It's gonna be so great to watch her get cross-examined by all of her former friends. Yeah, so this will be fun shit. Hopefully some of them will actually get confirmed. I mean, shit. I don't know. We'll have to see how that shit goes too. But yeah, whatever. So far, so good. Like, he's making way better choices than he made last time. That's for sure. So, I'm like, I know all these people, and I like these people for these positions. I think that'd be fine. And I'm not going to get what I want either. But, hey, whoever he picks next, I'm sure is going to be a banger. So, that'll be fun. But, yeah, I'm cool with that. Now, alright. That's the current news. Now we gotta look on here. Alright. I really gotta talk about this one. This one right here is very near and dear to my heart. I don't know if I've said this before, but I have recently become a huge WNBA fan. Not at all in any way for anything in the WNBA other than Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is fucking amazing. And not for how she hoops. I mean, I will say this. She's a good basketball player. She's very good. She's very, very good. But it's just like how do you even explain Caitlin Clark? I gotta make a video all on its own just for Caitlin Clark. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make the curious case of Caitlin Clark. Alright. That'll be the next video. This is a spoiler. I'll probably release it today, or maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know. It's almost 7 o'clock, and I'm hungry. I don't know. We'll see if I can get it done today. But this has got to be like its own thing. I mean, I really do have to do... Caitlin Clark is a very special subject. We'll do a whole separate bonus video. Bonus video! Everybody, bonus video. Coming at you.